You've been studying English for a long time. You've studied grammar, you've studied vocabulary, but for some reason, you don't feel confident in real-life conversations. But what if I told you the reason you're not confident is not because of grammar and it's not because of vocabulary? You probably don't have the small talk skill. If you don't have the small talk skill, you cannot feel confident in real-life conversations. So today, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm Joanne, and I've helped over 3,000 people become more confident English speakers, and I'm so happy you're here. Let's get started. So tell me if this is you. Someone says hello to you, you freeze, you say good, and nothing else. There might be an awkward pause, or things just don't feel right. You might even avoid them next time in order to not have conversation. This is definitely a situation where you don't have the tools, you don't have the skills necessary to have a casual or informal conversation. So I think it's important for you to learn these small talk skills in order for you to become more confident. Think of small talk like this. Small talk is like warming up before exercise. We warm up the body so that we can perform better and so that we don't get injured. Small talk before a conversation can help you warm up and make a light connection with the other person. I want you to understand something. Small talk is not random. There is a structure and there is an organization. There are parts to small talk that you should learn to help you succeed and be more confident in these practical real-life conversations. There are 3 parts, and I'm going to show you those 3 parts today. Let's go. Part 1 is the greeting. You probably already know some of these greetings, but I'm going to share some new ones with you today so that you can practice and feel more confident. So, you can say things like, "Hey, how's it going?" This expression is polite, it's friendly, and it's open. You can just simply ask someone how their day is or how they're doing or how's it going. Use this phrase and make sure you put on a smile because small talk is about being friendly. Here's another expression. "Hey, it's good to see you." Personally, I love this one. I like to say good to see you with people who I've seen over time, many times throughout the week or throughout the month. Good to see you is a friendly way to let people know that you are happy they are here with you. I have one more example for you. "Hi there, how's your day going?" This type of expression just shows you're checking in and you're interested in the person you're talking to. Use one of these expressions in your next small talk conversation. Put on a smile, make sure you're friendly and polite, and you will see how much better the conversation flows. Let's move on to part 2, the main topic. After the greeting, you want to talk about something general, something easy and simple. You don't want to talk about anything too personal, so let me give you some examples so that you can understand what type of topics you can choose for the main part of the conversation. The weather. You can always talk about the weather. The weather is a very common and easy topic for small talk. You can say things like, "Wow, it's raining so much today," or "It's incredibly hot," or "It's incredibly sunny today. I love this weather." Talking about the weather is easy, it's simple, and everyone can talk about the weather. Another easy and simple topic for small talk is the weekend. Ask someone about their weekend, like, "Hey, how was your weekend?" Or, "Did you do anything fun this weekend?" This type of question shows you are interested in the person, and it's also an opportunity for you to talk about your weekend. The weekend is always a safe and friendly conversation starter. Another topic is work. You can ask your coworker about work. You can even comment or compliment your coworker. You can say things like, "I heard you did a great job on the project last week. Congratulations." Again, it's polite, it's friendly, and it's an opportunity to talk in a light way with your coworker. I'll share one more example. If you want to make a general observation, you can do that as well. So for example, your friend or your coworker has a cup of coffee and it smells delicious. You could simply say, "Your coffee smells so delicious. Where is it from?" This is an opportunity to talk about how much you love coffee, or your friend or colleague can even talk to you about their love of coffee. Again, it's a light and easy conversation that anyone can have. The goal here is to make a light connection, to be warm and friendly. It's not necessary to go deep, so commenting on someone's coffee or their day or the weather is a nice and pleasant way to make small talk. Once you've made a light connection, you can move on to the main topic or the reason for your conversation. So, I'm going to show you some ways to move on without sounding cold or awkward. Using words like anyway can help you transition. I'm going to give you an example. Anyway, I'd like to talk to you about the project deadline. Do you have a minute? This type of phrase helps you smoothly transition without sounding awkward or weird. So, use phrases like anyway to help you move on and change the topic. Another phrase you can use is by the way. By the way, do you have a moment to look over this data with me? By the way is another way to transition and move on. You can use that phrase in between the small talk main topic and the reason for your conversation. What if the reason for your conversation is not really about work? Maybe you ran into or you met your coworker or friend in the hallway. You have a quick conversation, but you're both going in different directions. What do you say at the end of small talk? You can say things like, "Well, it was really nice talking to you. Let's talk next time." Or, "It was nice seeing you today. Let's catch up again soon." This keeps the flow natural. You're not cutting it off in an awkward place. It helps you transition or move on smoothly. So try these types of expressions the next time you have a casual conversation with a friend or a coworker. Remember, confidence grows when you can start, continue, and exit a conversation smoothly and naturally. Now that I've given you the 3 parts of small talk, I want you to take a moment and think to yourself, when was the last time you were in a situation when you felt uncomfortable or you didn't feel confident in an English conversation? I want you to think, which part of the conversation was the most difficult for you? Practice some of these parts to help you be more successful the next time you're in that real-world situation. I want you to have the skills you need to participate and have a conversation with someone and feel confident afterwards. Before we continue, if this lesson is useful to you, take a moment to like and show your support for this channel. All right, let's get back to the lesson. Here are some things to avoid. Avoid giving one-word answers like good or fine or yes. Those answers are short and they don't allow you to connect with the person. So the next time someone asks you how you're doing, instead of just saying fine, say, "I'm fine. My day is going smoothly and actually the day is almost over. I'm looking forward to my evening." Something like that. Very simple and polite. You also want to avoid jumping straight into business. For example, if you're in a meeting, whether you walk into the room or it's virtual, don't just say, "Let's get started," or "Here's the report." Ask someone how they're doing. Check in with them. And you can quickly transition to business after about a minute or so. One last thing you want to avoid is not showing interest. If someone mentions they went on a hike, show interest. Ask them questions like, "Hey, how was your hike? How long was it? Who did you go with?" This shows interest and it helps to keep the conversation going. I've talked to you about what to avoid, but I also need to share how to sound more natural. Here are some tips on how to sound more natural in casual conversation. Add a short comment after your response. For example, "How's it going?" "Pretty good." I'm hanging in there. It's been a tough week. Instead of stopping at, I'm pretty good, add that extra. It shows that you're willing to make a connection with the person. Repeat part of what the other person said. So the other person says, I went hiking this weekend. You could say, you went hiking? That leads me to my next tip. The other tip is add small words. For example, again, the person says, I went hiking this weekend. You respond, you went hiking? That's pretty cool. Tell me more. Adding these short phrases like, that's cool, really, or tell me more can help you sound more natural in a real conversation. Use these skills, use these tools. They will help you feel more confident when you're participating in a conversation in the future. So, you've learned the 3 parts of small talk, you've learned what to avoid, and you've also learned some tips on how to sound more natural. I want to leave you with a few more pieces of information because I want to make sure you are thinking correctly about practicing these types of skills to help you become a more confident English speaker. Here's what I normally hear my students say, and I'm going to tell you how to think about it differently. You usually think you're not confident, but actually, you just don't have the small talk skills. So then learn them today and start practicing them immediately. You also think your English is bad, but actually, you just don't know how to start and exit a conversation naturally. Again, if you practice that, you will feel more confident and you won't think your English is bad. You hate talking to native speakers and strangers. I don't think so. All of you guys are friendly people. I'm sure you're happy to talk to strangers, new people, and friends and coworkers in English. It's not that you hate speaking to people, it's that you don't feel confident and you don't have the tools and the skills to succeed. So again, instead of thinking you're not good at it or that you hate speaking to natives, consider practicing your skills so that you can finally feel confident in small talk and real life conversations. This week, I want you to start one small talk conversation. I want you to be friendly and polite and practice those skills I've taught you today. Small talk isn't something you're naturally good at. It's something you have to practice. So get to it. Comment below with the small talk phrase you'd like to try this week. I'll be happy to take a look at them later on. If you're interested in watching another video about how to be confident in English, check out the video above.